just wanted to make a video kind of chatting about my experience staying at a domestic violence center for quite a few months. It's hard even saying that, but I just kind of felt inspired to talk about it. I wasn't sure when I would be talking about it or what I would really be saying, because it's like when you've been in a situation for more than 3 months, I don't know, it's just like you kind of like get kind of used to it, or you get in a flow or routine in your situation. And now that I'm out of that, I'm kind of like, I don't know, I'm not really processing, but I kind of am processing. I'm just like at a point where I'm like, okay, here I am at my next stone in the creek. And I almost feel like because I am still not there, because I have something else to conquer that I'm not sure if I can speak on or what to speak on, but I think that I can at least speak on my experience at the shelter. It's crazy. I kind of don't even like know where to start, but I think I'm going to make this video kind of like a video for people who don't know what the process is like. So it's going to be more of like objective. Um, so essentially, and I don't know, across the United States or across the world, all the situations might be different. The shelters, the centers, I like to call it a center, might be different. Um, so essentially, when you call and they have a bed available, you go. And what happened was, because these centers are like anonymous, I guess, you can't find their location online. You can find the administrative office location, of course, but where people actually stay is anonymous, obviously, so their abusers cannot locate them. So when you so they might ask you to meet them at a certain location near the where their building is located, and you meet up with them. Then they do like an intake, I guess, where you like describe your situation and such. And in my situation, there were actually rooms. If you are a single person, it is likely that you will roommate or have a roommate. I don't know if in some DV shelters that they can have a room with 4 individual roommates. You might have more than one roommate. But I think, yeah, it's possible that you could have more than one roommate if you're a single person. If you are a woman who has a few children, it's possible that you may have your own room, which is nice. If you're a woman who has one child, you may end up sharing a room also with another person or 2 other people. I think one important thing to keep in mind, if this is your situation and you have to go to one of these centers, is that these people are not your friends, okay? Yes, they're there to help and assist, but I think that if you have, or keeping in mind, first of all, that you are your number one advocate, okay? Number 2, always act in a professional manner with workers at anywhere, really, anywhere. at a domestic violence center. Of course, when you first get there, you may be experiencing a little bit of confusion, just because you just basically escaped. You just basically fled your whole life of where you were planted. You left it all behind, and now you're going to this place. You have no idea what the hell is going to happen. You have no idea what the hell it's like. A lot of people think they're going to a building that just is a room with a ton of cots. Well, in this specific one, and I don't know if maybe other DV centers are like this too, there's actual bedrooms. So that's kind of nice. So anyways, of course, the first, day or two, you might be disheveled as you acclimate to your new environment, right? Because it's a new environment. There's a tons of people you're going to be interacting with. There's different rules. You know what I'm saying? There's a slew of different personalities. And one thing is this. You might be fleeing a narcissist, but I'll tell you one thing. There's narcissists everywhere. There's going to be narcissists at the domestic violence center. There could be other women that are there that are narcissists. There are going to be workers that are narcissists. But the point of going there is only but a stepping stone for you. You know what I'm saying? So just keep that in mind. It's a stepping stone. This is not somewhere where I'm coming to stay for the rest of my life. This isn't where I'm coming to gather myself. Yes, you may not jump from that stone to the next stone in a day, in a week, in a month, in 2 months. So there is going to be a level of adjustment and getting used to and almost planting yourself there and getting a routine there. But at the same time, you know that this routine is only temporary because this spot is transitionary. It is not even meant to be permanent. They don't want nobody staying there permanently. So just keep that in mind. So back to let all your interactions with all staff members be professional. Do not think, besides telling them your situation and what happened, why you're there, like the domestic situation you experience, which only give them what they need, okay? Explain your situation, why you're there, but these are not people that you're going to be leaning on and pouring your heart onto. Unless you find one person who you feel like you can trust. Now, the center I was at provided a therapist. They had just hired her after me being there a while, which was really like a plus. They really did themselves a justice by hiring this therapist, and she happened to be very nice. You have to test out the waters and see who you can trust. You can't just go around telling these people anything and everything. It's just because, at the same time, these people, it's going to be a nonprofit. They're, government agencies. Okay? So you know who you're dealing with. They're not your friend. They're not there for you to lean on. They are there to be of assistance in a professional manner. All right. So just really, I can't stress the importance of that, because there were situations where one girl was like, thought she could trust her case manager and like said that she got like drunk on the weekend or was telling her something. And the case manager turned around and was like, I don't know if it was about being drunk. It was about something else. But either way, what I'm saying is this girl thought she could trust her case manager and like tell her something that wasn't even really necessary for the case manager to even know. And she turned around and was like, if you don't call, the 3-letter acronym that gets involved with your kids, those people, then I will. Well, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? No, guys. You can't trust anyone, and that's not to be paranoid. That's to be realistic. You are strictly have a professional relationship with these people. Get the assistance that you can. As soon as you get there, get acclimated. There's going to be rules. Like if you have kids, you can't, if your kids were used to, being downstairs while you were upstairs, and now you're at this place and, your room is upstairs and a kitchen or cafeteria is downstairs, and you think your kids can be down there alone. And no, I mean, you have to check out the rules. Your kids probably have to stay with you mostly at all times. Things like that, you just find out what the rules are. One was like, no eating, no food in the bedroom. There were room checks, random room checks. There were room checks every single night, which was kind of ridiculous. That was one thing that I didn't like. Maybe I should make a separate video, like things I didn't like while staying at the DV. So yeah, I might put that in a separate video. But anyways, the one where I stayed, there was room checks twice a night. Sometimes even cleaning happens in the middle of the night. So that's another thing. There's going to be noises that you're not used to, that you're going to have to get used to. So I guess noise machine, earplugs, if you're a sensitive sleeper like I am. Lights. The lights in the hallways are on basically all the time. And a lot of people leave bathroom lights on too. One good thing about where I was at, they had a lot of bathrooms, a lot of showers. There was ample showers and toilets for everyone. There was a laundry room, which was good. There was laundry detergents always provided. Anything you need basically is provided. If you need baby wipes and diapers for your children, those are provided. If you need shampoo, any personal care items, those are provided. Most rooms, I think, had bunk beds, which I can basically sleep on any mattress. That's just how I am. But if you're the type of person who needs like special mattresses, that might be a problem. But like I said, this is transitionary. So yeah, it's just, small mattresses. I thought they were fine. Like I slept fine on them. There might be, fire alarms going off that your kids are not used to, like commercial fire alarms. I know the one where I was at, the fire alarm was very sensitive, went off in the middle of the night and things like that. It was kind of alarming, especially for children who are not used to hearing that sound so loud in their ears, because there's an alarm in like every room also. They do provide food. In the situation I was in, it was breakfast really wasn't. They get a lot of donations from like Costco and stuff, and as far as breakfast, that wasn't really provided. They did have things out like oatmeal. They had a toaster oven there, a microwave, so you could, there was always instant oatmeal packets out. There was always ramen noodles. There was pastries, just like kind of like really not healthy stuff for breakfast. But they also provided a fridge where everyone can buy a little something to keep for themselves in the fridge. Obviously, everyone has to share, so you can't do massive food shopping, but and basically they provide lunch and dinner anyways. So that was a plus. They had a cook. Yeah. I was just thinking about difficult personalities. There are difficult personalities. You would think that if you went to a DV center that maybe the woman would be nice, but there are difficult personalities. Some people who kind of just put out an energy like they don't want to be talked to, you know what I'm saying? But I feel as though if you have a good relationship to yourself, a strong relationship with God, strong spiritual groundedness, that you will do okay, that you'll make it. Um, you should try to, you know, have a routine, have a focus. So for instance, I started applying for things right away, in order to be able to get out. I applied for every housing opportunity that I could, and I got housing vouchers from every single one that I applied to. I think that they answer sooner when you're in, that type of position, either like a homeless shelter or domestic violence center. I think that you get accepted faster, quicker than if you weren't in that type of like emergency type of situation. So yeah, my advice basically is just get in there, be focused, and if you have a car, that will help you immensely. If you don't, sometimes the staff may be able to help you with transportation, or there's sometimes certain things like, either some agencies might help with bus passes. But I feel as though if you are a, you know, focused person, that you can get in and you can get out in a decent amount of time. So if you're going through a situation where this looks like it might have to be an option for you to escape your situation, do it. Just do it, just do it. Of course, only you will know if it's time. And I think you will know when that door opens for you to take the leap, to take the jump and say, you know what, I'm out. Bye, So yeah, I think that's about all I want to share in this video. It's very overwhelming. I feel like there's a lot of information. All right, everyone, take care.